you, Madam Chair. I know many of my residents are thankful that the pressing issues surrounding the safety valve proposal and its potential impact on vulnerable children and families are being considered at full council this evening. When discussing safety valve and the proposed motion, I'm mindful that first and foremost, mine and our collective responsibility as councillors is that of corporate parents. Corporate parents who are responsible for providing the best possible care and safeguarding for the children of BCP. I've been a counsellor for less than a year, but I've worked in the teaching profession for 16 years. And in my personal experience and through discussions with colleagues, it's a profession in complete crisis. I hear of teachers already being asked to choose between which children will be assessed because schools cannot afford to assess all those with SEND and varied educational needs. I'm also told regularly about classrooms consistently understaffed and needs already uncatered for. Head teachers and SENCOs are having to make increasingly difficult decisions daily and are worried how changes implemented will affect their students and strip their already diminished budgets. They are concerned that safety valve will further impact on this. I know many teachers who, through no fault of their own, feel like they are failing the children in their care due to the pressures of budget and staffing constraints in the system. In addition to this, in the coming academic year, many schools in BCP will face real-term cuts amounting to £176 per child. This is at its core a crisis in funding that has been stripped from schools and children for the last 14 years. A crisis in funding caused directly by government. Just last month, MPs berated the government over its lack of support for local authorities during a Commons debate on special needs. It's concerning to me that local MPs and members of the government's party have been using this crisis to push their personal agendas and make political gains at the expense of children and families that they were elected to represent. These are the same MPs that have consistently voted to cut council funding over the last 10 years. As a corporate parent, I'm committed to holding the needs of children and families at the forefront of our agenda. As a teacher, I owe it to the school community to ensure they have the tools they need for success going forward. As a councillor, I need to be assured that we are able to address BCP's funding deficit. I support this motion as I believe it begins to establish a way forward that aims to safeguard the rights of children and families, put the needs of school communities at its core, and protect the council from a bleak financial future, whilst holding central government to account on behalf of the most vulnerable in BCP.